Ah, I had experience earlier today of receiving a treatment that, at least in this initial stage, has been quite effective to help with the chronic pain and the facial twitching and the general cramping throughout the body. This was at a clinic that I found myself in Toronto after going down the pathway and meeting many dead ends on solutions that were presented to me by my doctor, and dealing with difficult to understand and diagnose health problems is really all about taking ownership for yourself and your own health, not just trusting the experts and doing whatever they say, and if they have nothing else to say or shrug their shoulders or have a series of dead ends to present you, don't give up. Don't give up. Keep getting up, whatever your challenges are in life. Keep moving towards a better you and a more functional life. I had some nerve blocking injections that were very helpful. It was a good experience. And again, my intuition told me that I should look on my own. I was given a chronic pain organization by my doctor. I started that process and it didn't feel right. The way that they were speaking about pain wasn't correct in my experience and seemed very defeating, like you should just sort of give up and accept that pain will never go away. So I searched, I found a clinic that resonated with me. I got my doctor to refer me with a bit of reservations on their part, given that I was going in two directions, and something I kept facing with the medical industry in Canada in general is don't waste those resources, even if we haven't provided you with sufficient coping mechanisms or solutions to your health problems. Don't come back too often now. Don't engage in two programs at once to try to figure out which might be best for you. Luckily, I was able to make it happen. And there's more treatment options that seem promising to pursue. And it's made me even more optimistic than I've been in recent months. But this somewhat short video is generally just to remind you all, it's worth following your intuition. It's worth, even if you get knocked down, even if you get broken, pulling yourself back together, getting up, and moving forward. There's time for rest. There's time to lay on the ground for a moment and recognize how sore it is, but keep getting up. Speak your truth. In some of these videos recently, I've been doing that. There's been a bit of repetition, talking about the challenges that I've been through, the people that I've encountered that have made my life harder, my own personal internal struggles. And there will be repetition in my videos. And sometimes you need to explain things. Sometimes repetition is iteration. You're building. You're repeating, but you're building on what you're repeating. So keep speaking your truth. Don't be scared, especially if you're a man, to talk about your struggles. No one is going to give you an award for how hard your life has been. But other people that are going through similar struggles or their own struggles that might not be similar can benefit from what you've gone through. There's some people that will be triggered. There's men out there that don't want to see other men complain and think they're weak for talking about how hard something might be or their emotions. There's women out there that have a lot of reservations about men and maybe even, in some cases, deep, hidden hatred. There's people in the spiritual community that don't know how to be with people going through dark struggles and just want to stay in a limited high vibrational state that lacks flexibility and mobility. There's all sorts of flavors of haters out there online and to a lesser degree in the world, and you'll encounter them, and they'll try to drag you down, they'll try to knock you down, they'll try to stop you. Sometimes they'll get into groups to try to do this. It's gross, It's sometimes evil, but you can do good if you keep getting up, following your intuition, speaking your truth, and sharing that when you can. So, I love you all, and I know you can do it. If I can, you definitely can too.